Hey everyone, it's me. Welcome to the Bible in a Minute. We're gonna look at the story of David and Goliath from 1 Samuel chapter 17. Now, this is likely the most famous story from the Old Testament. Maybe you've heard it before, maybe you know the song about it. But what does it actually mean? Let's take a look. So, David was just a young boy who was known as a shepherd, and he was the youngest son of Jesse, and his father had sent him to bring food to his older brothers who were fighting against the Philistines. Now, the Philistines were an enemy of Israel, and they were huge. In fact, the biggest ones were called Rephaim, which means giants, and that's who we meet here in this story. We meet Goliath, the giant who was over 6 feet tall, and he was armed with a sword and a spear and a helmet. And every day he would come out and taunt the Israelites and their God, and he challenged them to fight him, to face him in battle, and nobody could. For 40 days, the Israelite army was afraid, and they didn't do anything. They were terrified of this giant, but one day, David came along. And when he heard Goliath's challenge, he said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should be able to mock the God of Israel?" So, David goes up to the big guy, and he says, "Hey, Goliath, you're in trouble because God is about to defeat you today." And he wasn't just talking. David took some stones, and he took his sling, and he aimed, and he threw. And that stone hit Goliath right in the forehead, and he fell to the ground, and he died. Now, why is this story in the Bible? It's there to teach us a few things. First, it teaches us that no matter how big or strong our enemy is, if God is on our side, then we can overcome. And secondly, it teaches us that God wants us to trust in Him, not in ourselves. Notice that David didn't have a sword or a spear or a helmet, but he trusted in God and he trusted in his sling, and that's what won the battle. So, like David, we need to put our trust in God and His Word because He is stronger than any giant that we may face in our life. So, David defeated Goliath and became a hero of Israel. And he went on to do great things for God. What about you? What giant are you facing today? Put your trust in God and His Word. He will help you. And remember, God is greater than your problems. This is the host. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to know more about God's plan for you, visit our website.